Hello and welcome back to another wonderful episode of LitJourney, the vlog where you guys get to pick what novels and literary pieces we read and we analyze them. On today's episode, we'll be analyzing different symbols in the life of pi. So first off, we have the color orange. Well, not the color itself, but rather its implications in the storyline and its meanings. In the life of pi, orange seems to represent hope and survival. Let's dive deeper into the hidden symbolism of the color orange. So, starting off in chapter 36 of the book, we get a brief description of what happens to Pai in the future. He fathers two kids by the names of Nikhil and Usha. The younger of the two, Usha, is described to be holding an orange cat in her hands. At that point in the book, the Simsum had not sunk yet, but later on, we see that it was actually a foreshadowing for when the boat sank and Pai has to survive on the lifeboat with a Bengal tiger by the name of Richard Parker. So when Pai was struggling to stay alive during the sinking of the ship, some Chinese crewmen on the boat gave Pai an orange life buoy as well as an orange whistle. Obviously, both of these are items used to rescue people from drowning. During the 227 days that Pai was drifting through the Pacific Ocean, we find three items that helped them survive. And what do they all have in common? They were all orange. Next, we have the main character of the book himself, Pai Patel. So, Pai Patel, full name Pasin Molitor Patel, often shortened down to Pai. He's often described as an eccentric character, to say the least. So, a pi in the mathematical sense is an irrational number. It's a number so complex that it transcends the human understanding. Now, how does this relate to a little boy stuck floating at sea with a 450-pound Bengal tiger? The book often portrays pi talking about a lot of rather arbitrary and abstract things, such as morality, survival, and even the inner workings of the human and animal minds alike. Now, what makes Pi an interesting character is his apprehension for the deeper intricacies of life. On several occasions, he shows us his ability to think much deeper and understand more abstract concepts. And lastly, we have the ocean. While the ocean is rather broad, we see it being used in the book as a symbol of life. We see how the ocean is rough and unpredictable, but it never stays the same for long. The ocean could be calm, it could be rough and unpredictable, it could be challenging, and it forced Pi to adapt to all of its hardships. See, the main character's time at sea helped him discover more about himself, his inner strengths and weaknesses, as well as his capabilities. In this way, the ocean also becomes a metaphor for Pi's journey of self discovery. Being adrift in the ocean also simultaneously simulated this feeling of isolation and solitude that everyone has their own struggles that they're dealing with. For Pi, this isolation meant stressing the importance of human companionship and connection. Being a very spiritual person, Pi spent a lot of time on the boat reflecting on his situation from a different perspective. Reflecting on the vastness of the ocean, which symbolizes life, helped him realize and understand a lot more about the affairs of the divine. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Lit Journey. We hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.